So I am always late. It's genetically coded within me. I was 19 days late to my own birth. The night before the first day of finals this first semester, though, I knew I had to break the pattern. This semester has brought me lower grades and higher stress than I've ever had before, and I had to ace these finals. So at 10 a.m., I get in bed and I think to myself, you will get up early tomorrow. And I think that to myself for 2.5 hours. I wake in the morning with my alarm clock and my mother yelling at me, and I have 10 minutes to get ready before I have to go to the bus stop. 2 minutes for brushing my teeth and 2 minutes to get ready. I am on time. And I take a deep breath to collect myself, and in that magical way that time seems to move around me, 7 minutes elapse. Before I can ask for a ride, my mother has the keys in her hand and the door unlocked, and we book it. I get to the bus stop only to find the yellow back of the bus in the distance, and we just have to follow it. So along we go to 21st until we get to right before Broadway. There is a red light and the bus stops. And I look at it and my mom goes, "Go!" So I get out of the car and I run, but the light turns green and that bus goes off. My sister, by the way, is on that bus. She does this thing where she wakes up like half an hour earlier than me, and Sarah, you should really do that because it's good for your stress levels. No, I need my sleep. So we're driving after the bus, and I'm trying to call my sister, but she isn't answering. Finally, we get to the overpass before the bridge that goes on that has the entrance to the highway of Highway 84. I have to get on the bus before it goes on the highway. My mother cannot drive me. She needs to get to work, and the best solution afterwards would be me going to the Max stop and being an hour late to my first final. To my immense luck, there is a red light right before that bridge. There are 5 cars in between me and that bus, and I run. But do you see these tiny stumpy legs? They are not meant for walking, far much less running. I have a 30-pound backpack. Doctors have told me that's not safe. Oh, still, I try and make it, but halfway there's a red light, and it turns green. And I'm ruined. These finals were supposed to be my redemption. Miraculously, the cars aren't moving. And I turned around to go back to the car in defeat, but I realized that this is somehow where there is always construction. So somehow out of my sight, there has to be a construction worker that's holding a stop sign directing traffic. Stop! I yell at the traffic construction worker. I have no idea if he heard me, but I do make it to the bus, and I rap on the door because I am not polite. The bus driver was not expecting a tiny child to be there, but he looks at me and I look at him. He knows me. This is not our first rodeo. Without a word, that kind man opens the door, and I get into the bus and I scream, "The latest I have ever been!" I might have stricken a pose and gone, "Woo!" I expected full celebration for my victory, streamers from the roof, a full standing ovation, but all I get is a... I make it to my finals. The moral of this story is you can pull yourself out of trouble, and all teenagers will congratulate you for is 3 measly claps.